They talked of fancy, big and small, or anything you choose, but it couldn't hold a snuff box to the spree at Killigrew's. If you want your eyeballs straightened, come out next week with me, but you'll have to wear your glasses to the Killigrewsery. There'll be birch, rind, tar, twine, cherry wine, and turpentine, jowls and avalanches, ginger beer and tea. Pig's feet, cats and meat, dumplings boiled up in a sheet, dandelions and Frankie's teeth at the Killigrewsery. Well, I borrowed Clooney's beaver as I set my yards to sail, and the swallowtail from Hogan 'cause it's got a foxy tail. Bill Cudahy's old working pants and Betsy Riley's shoes, and an old white dress from Fogarty to sport at Killigrew's. There was Joe, Willie, Pat, Silly, Panton, and Mrs. Tilly, dancing like a filly, sure would raise your heart to see. Joe, Ryan, Pat, crying, Flipper Smith, and Caroline. I'll tell you, boys, we had a time at the Killigrewsery. I arrived at Betsy Snook's, it was at 8:30, and the way was blocked by carriages down by the garden gate. With Clooney's funnel on my head, the first thing Betsy said, "Here comes a local preacher with a pulpit on his head." There was Joe, Ray, Pat, Silly, and Ralph and Pity Ruse, and Brian, he sat in the blues looking hard at me. They seemed to be somebody else. I'll tell you, boys, we had a time at the Killigrewsery. The Saratoga Lancers first, Miss Betsy kindly said, and I danced with Nancy Cronin with the granny on her head. And Hogan danced with Betsy, well, you should have seen his shoes. He knocked the muskets from the racks at night at Killigrew's. There was boiled pennies, cold pennies, bullock's head and pickaninnies, and everything to catch the pennies would bust your sides to see. Cold duff, hot duff, apple jam was in a cup. I tell you, boys, we had enough at the Killigrewsery. I don't have to do the last verse.